Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. What I'm going to go over today, short video that I put together, 11 essential vitamins and minerals. Now, I always recommend first and foremost that you want to clean up the food. Okay, the standard American diet is laden with processed foods and it causes inflammation. So I always recommend you want to spend a little bit more money out of your food dollar and try to get the organic foods because that is, again, that's more cleaner. However, again, if you're an athlete, if you're growing older, again, if you're not in the best of health, you definitely want to incorporate vitamins and minerals to your profile on a daily basis. And I'm just going to go over just my top 11. Okay, I wanted to put together 10, but I had to throw 11 in there. So let's start with vitamin A. Vitamin A is an important cofactor for numerous metabolic reactions and body functions. Now, it's involved with, again, healthy eyes, healthy skin, and healthy teeth. And some of the food sources of vitamin A are carrots, sweet potatoes, cantaloupes, and melons. Next is vitamin B. Now again, vitamin B has a vitamin B profile. So you have B1, B2, B3, B5, and all that stuff. But again, I just clump them together. The B vitamins are very important for proper nervous system function, as well as the immune system, as well as part of the energy cycle. Okay? The B vitamins, especially B6, is important for dopamine production as well as serotonin production. Okay? So again, some of the important sources that you get vitamin Bs are your whole unprocessed foods. This is again this is your clean whole grains. Potatoes, bananas, lentils, beans, all loaded with B vitamins. Okay? Next is vitamin C. Vitamin C is involved with the formation of collagen connective tissue. Now, what is collagen connective tissue? Collagen connective tissue, I always explain, that's the bricks and mortar that put our bodies together. So if you're depleted of vitamin C, this is kind of like how you start to feel older than you actually are, and maybe even look older than you actually are. It's involved with the immune system. It helps prevent free radical damage. Now, free radical damage, what that is, it's when the cells take action and the cells die off, okay, those are called free radicals. Now, what happens, you get a buildup of free radicals in the system, which will actually cause internal inflammation. So vitamin C is phenomenal to prevent that. Also, vitamin C is involved with the manufacture of a powerful antioxidant of the body called glutathione. Some of the sources of vitamin C are oranges. Now, it's not oranges like orange juice, okay? I'm actually talking about the whole orange. Peel it off, eat it. You're getting a load of vitamin C. Okay? Red and green peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, strawberries, all loaded in vitamin C. Next is vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is kind of tricky, and I've done videos on vitamin D before. Vitamin D is not actually a vitamin. It's actually what's called a prohormone. Now, again, it's a substrate for hormones, whether it be testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. It's involved with the immune system. Again, also helps decrease inflammation. So vitamin D is it's a very, very powerful vitamin for the body. Also, too, we all know it assists in the calcium metabolism and also, too, bone formation because what vitamin D does, it helps draw the calcium into the bloodstream. Now, some of the sources of vitamin D, we all know that's involved sunlight. Now, I live in the Midwest, so it's cold in the wintertime. We don't go out that much. So I do a lot of vitamin D in the form of vitamin D3 as a supplement. However, if you live in an area where there's a lot of sunlight, 20 minutes a day of sunlight is ample enough to spike up those vitamin D levels properly in the bloodstream. So eggs, loaded in vitamin D, fish, and mushrooms all have a lot of vitamin D in it. Next, let's talk about vitamin E. Vitamin E, it's involved with blood circulation and the protection from free radicals. So vitamin E, too, it's a very powerful anti-inflammatory. So some of the sources of vitamin E are almonds, the sunflower seeds, tomatoes, avocados, broccoli, all loaded in vitamin E. Now we're going to skip ahead. We have vitamins A, D, E. There's no F, there's no G. Now this is vitamin K. Now vitamin K is a vitamin that's involved with blood coagulation. Now blood coagulation, that's actually the clumping of the blood. So when you cut yourself, vitamin K is activated to help create to seal the wound. Now, sources of vitamin K are your leafy greens, your kale, your spinach, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, all loaded in vitamin K. Next is important, again, this is part of the B vitamin profile. This is actually a vitamin B9, folic acid. Very important. vitamin. So it's involved with cell regeneration and prevents birth defects in pregnancy. Now with pregnant females, they're instructed to increase the folic acid in their daily diet because again, they're eating for two, okay? So with not enough folic acid, what's going to happen is you have the potential risk of spinal cord defects in the unborn. So sources that are loaded in folic acid is your darky leafy greens, asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower, citrus foods, beans, peas, and lentils. All loaded in folic acid. Next, we have calcium. Calcium, we all know calcium is involved with healthy teeth and bones. However, calcium is involved in the nervous system and also the muscular system. Calcium is basically the spark that ignites the nervous system to function as well as the muscle system to function. Calcium, again, is an excitatory mineral. Some of the sources of calcium are dairy products and yogurt. Now, I always recommend if you're going to do the dairy products and yogurt, make sure it's from an organic source. Tofu, okra, fish. If you have the fish sources, I always recommend have it wild caught. You're looking at sardines, salmon, perch, and rainbow trout. Next, we're looking at iron. Now, iron is involved with muscle development and also in healthy blood. Because if you're low in iron, you get conditions called anemias. Now, anemia, that's basically an umbrella term. There's many different types of anemias, but the main component is that you are not metabolizing iron, one, or you're not taking in iron to get anemia. So some of the sources of iron are clams, oysters, spinach, liver. Liver's loaded with iron. Pumpkin seeds, lentils. Next is zinc. Zinc is involved with the immune system, growth, and fertility. Some of the sources of zinc are your seafood, your oysters, your spinach, your cashews, beans, and I love this one right here, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. Now, it's dark chocolate, not milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is different than dark chocolate. So dark chocolate has a number of phenomenal benefits, mainly it's high in zinc. Now, last one is an essential mineral. This is very important, and I want to throw this in just because, again, it's a great mineral. It's called chromium. Chromium is important in the metabolism of fats and carbohydrates. It stimulates fatty acid and cholesterol synthesis, which are important for brain function and other body processes. This is also it aids in insulin action and glucose metabolism. So, chromium in the form chromium piconate is phenomenal for, again, if you're pre-diabetic, if you're a diabetic, type 1 or type 2, or again, if you're just the average everyday person, this helps aid with insulin action and glucose metabolism, taking in chromium. Some of the sources of chromium are whole grains, fresh fruits, and cereal germ. So basically that's my list. Again, I know this is my list, but I always recommend, again, to start off with proper foods. You want to spend a little bit more extra dollar for organic foods because those are more cleaner sources. If you like this video, thank you for watching. My website is www.totalhealthdebate.com. Please share this video with a friend. Please hit the like button somewhere down below, here or here. I always forget where it is. And as always, thanks for watching. Hello, this is Dr. Jawad. Please subscribe to my channel for more up-to-date videos. And thanks for watching.